Many months ago, I made a video where I played Pokemon Blue with a Game Shark, and I kind of just completely destroyed everything. I tried getting into battles without Pokemon, I tried going into the grass, that everyone always wonders what the heck happens when you go into it, even though it just breaks your game. I tried doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I went into the final cave and tried to catch Mewtwo, and that was kind of interesting, and since then, people have sent me messages, they've posted comments, I've received emails, I've had posts on my Facebook page of people saying they want to see more, and it's about time. I think I finally got to that, because yes, I really enjoyed making those videos. But the problem was, I was kind of like, okay, how do I live up to that? I mean, so many people have enjoyed the last video. I really want to make something, new and fresh, so that, it's not just kind of the same thing over again. But I think it's about time that I finally did some more Pokemon destruction here. So what we have is, I have my Game Shark, I have my Pokemon Blue, I have a whole bunch of cheats turned on, and hopefully a whole bunch of crazy stuff happens. This is not the same save file as was in the last video. I mean, like I said, that was a few months ago. That save file kind of no longer exists for various reasons. But, nonetheless, I started a new one, I took Charmander, and I worked my way back to Cerulean City, which is pretty much where the last video ended off. So my plan for today is just to, go and do a whole bunch of other crazy stuff from here. And hopefully everyone will enjoy that. And by the way, I don't think I said this. I'm Andrew, and this is not actually a random game of the day. This will be a separate awesome Pokemon thing. Enough standing around. Since this is a new file, that means I need to go and rebuy all of my Johns. So let's go to the mart, and let's see what kind of shady under the table deals we can do today. So I have so much money, we can buy pretty much anything. Oh, although we don't have Master Balls at the top this time. This is kind of disappointing. Oh, although you can kind of go below the cancel, which is whoa. What did I even do? I found I found the secret kind of shelf of items that no one is ever supposed to see. Oh, there's Master Balls. Yeah, along with all the other really strange and mysterious things. Oh, there's the Johns. There they are. There they are. Although they're not technically Master Balls. I can buy Master Balls. I guess we'll just buy 99 of these, just for fun. And I guess we'll go down and we'll... Wait, where did the Johns go? I'm pressing down and nothing is happening. What are all of these crazy items? Okay, we can buy Oak's Parcel for some reason. Let's buy something really weird. Let's buy one of these J things. It costs a lot. Hey, I did not say to quit. Yes, guess we'll go back down to the secret area. This is really bizarre. This did not happen last time. Okay. I'll buy whatever the heck this is, and hopefully we get that money back. Yeah, we did. It goes all the way back up to 999949, which is kind of funny. And you just kind of keep pressing down. It doesn't look like it's going anywhere, but I'm guessing it actually is. Or not. I guess we'll just kind of quit there. Either way, we did buy Master Balls, which is pretty good. And we also bought this weird item. I'm going to save before I use it. Who knows what kind of shady thing it is. Buy it from, the secret section of the store that no one's supposed to know about. So let's see. Let's see what happens when we use this. Oh man. Winners don't use drugs. And unfortunately, a soft reset is not going to fix this. So I need to jump out of my seat and reset. Okay. One thing that many people asked me in the last video is how I was doing this. Most people, when you do cheats in a Pokemon game, they do it with, obviously an emulator. It's a bit more simple that way. You just kind of enter the codes, copy-paste them off the internet, and it's all good. Of course, doing it on a console is a little bit more complicated, and I have to do this every time I reset, which is a pain. I have to jump out of my seats. I should just really bring the GameCube closer to me. This is bad planning, Andrew. Why didn't you think about this? Although I don't really have much of a problem with jumping up every now and then. It is good exercise. But anyway, so that is what happens when you use whatever the heck that item is. What happens when you try to sell that item? Actually, whoa. I'm just kind of standing on top of your cash register. Hey, how much does that sell for? Whoa, that sells for a lot. I guess that's pretty much half of what we paid for it. Okay. Whatever that did. What other items did you have for sale? In the secret section. Uh-oh. I am pressing down and it is not going anywhere. I think I broke the store. This is not good. Hey, let's see. Let's see. Can I buy anything other than Pokeballs and potions? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe we will come back later. Let's go and do a little bit of exploring. We have Master Balls, which is good. I never got to buy any Johns though. The new mysterious Johns that may or may not actually be Master Balls. I want to investigate this, but let's see if we can. I don't even need to follow the paths. What am I even doing? Why am I walking through these things? I guess we'll head up here. Oh, you. Yo, Ash, darn. Well, the problem is, I don't have any good Pokemon at the moment, because I was obviously saving that for the video. We're going to go catch some Pokemon, and hopefully it will be pretty crazy. So this battle's probably not going to go very well. And if it isn't going very well, I will probably reset, and we will fight him later, after we go and visit Bill. Yeah, see, my one Pokemon versus his Pokemon. The funny thing is, I think I do have... Whoa! Okay. Obviously, Gary has been doing some cheating that he hasn't been telling us about. Okay, these are all some pretty great attacks for Charmander there. See, I have infinite health, but unfortunately, there's just no way I'm going to be able to kill level 255. And every time I get hit, we're going to have to wait like 3 hours because Charmander has no defense. So I guess we'll just kind of sit here and wait. This will not take all day. I know in the last video there were situations where this like went on forever, but that's not the case here. It will eventually stop. Eventually. I promise. Any day now, working our way down through the hexadecimal Dewey Decimal System. We're in the A's now, and we're going to be at 9 in just a second. This is pretty interesting. Okay, man. Okay, there we go. And then we use Flamethrower. Let's see how much this actually takes out. That was pretty great. Okay, so this battle is obviously not going to go anywhere. We're going to go catch some awesome, strong Pokemon, missing those of our own, and then we'll come back and kick Gary's butt. So how do you soft reset? You press Start, A, B, and Select at the same time. And we are back to this screen again. So far, it's been interesting, I guess. So let's see. Let's continue. Yeah, I also have a cheat for all of the badges. I guess we should just have a quick look at this. All the badges, all the monies, and the time is just the time. Alright, so we are going to try and find a way to go around Gary. And like I said, we'll come back and beat him up later and steal all of his lunch money. So if we go up this way, we probably should be able to bypass him, right? I don't want to walk too far up the map because people know what happens when you do that. Alright, I think that we're pretty much past Gary now. And, wow, first step into the grass and we are attacked. No wonder Professor Oak was so concerned. It's just a boring Bellsprout. Darn it. I mean, maybe a level 255 Bellsprout. Okay. We might as well catch you, I guess. And, I mean, Master Ball should work 100% of the time, so we don't even need to hold B and down. And apparently Missing No was caught. I don't know how that works. It was a Bellsprout 10 seconds ago. For Missing No, okay. Okay! This is very bizarre. Kind of getting the symphony of the game's music data just kind of dumping itself. Okay, there we go. To Rhydon. No, I think we're good. So now we can kind of get rid of Charmander, I guess. Put Rhydon in front. Do I even dare go to the stats? Actually, I should save before I do anything. Because it's definitely going to freeze in about 2 seconds. This was one of my problems in the last video. I didn't save at all, which required me to do even more resetting and redoing things than was necessary. Okay, let's go to your stats. What do you have? Okay, so I guess it is a Rhydon, level 255. And, wow, Flamethrower, Surf, Takedown. Actually, that's probably because of some cheats that I have on. I have a cheat to give Pokemon Flamethrower and Surf. I should probably turn that off next time I have to reset, because who knows what grid attacks we probably overwrit. I guess Horn Attack was probably one of them. Or, no, Horn Drill, which I think is the one-hit KO attack. So that would have been neat to have. But not that we really need it. We're level 255. We don't need to have a one-hit KO attack. We can just do that anyway. We found TM45, which is pretty good. Maybe we'll get into a battle now that we have Rhydon. And hopefully beat, like, everyone up. So let's see. What kind of guy are you? I'm going to see Bill? First, let's fight. You want to see Bill? I'm just some random guy who has to, like, battle you before you get there. And okay, he's the guy. He's a hiker. And he sends out Onyx. This is not Onyx. Nobody knows what Pokemon are anymore. So we have infinite health, and what can we even do? Let's just use Takedown. Why not? There you go. We destroyed whatever the heck that was. Yeah, of course we're hit with Recoil, but we have infinite health. So we do not really care. Rhydon gained a lot of experience, and Rhydon grew to level 100. Wow. We grew down 155 levels. That's kind of disappointing. I don't know if it makes your stats go down or not, or if just the, like, you know, the number of your level changes. You're something. I don't know what I would think if I was walking down the street and some guy came up to me and said, "You're something." I'd probably run away and, like, hide. Okay, let's just move on here. Let's pick up whatever the heck this is. We're supposed to use cut, but, you know, cut is for squares. I don't even have cut yet. Speaking of which, maybe we'll go check out the missing, I was going to say the missing Ann. The SS Ann. That would be kind of funny. Alright, so we have Bill's house here, and man, I remember back in the days before the internet existed and everyone was able to, you know, debunk every crazy theory out there. Everyone's like, oh man, there is a secret garden of Charmanders hidden behind Bill's house. So you know what? We should figure out this myth once and for all. What happens when you go behind Bill's house? Ash turns into a missing no himself. That's pretty incredible. So does that mean that all the missing no's you find are just like corrupted souls of people who tried to enter Bill's secret garden? I wonder. This could be some kind of new crazy conspiracy. Someone write that up. Anyway, I have to run over here and press reset, because it's pretty great. Alright. So now I think I said I was going to go and show everyone what cheats I have on. I think there was a reason I said I was going to do that, but either way, I guess we'll go and look at my cheats, and then if I see something that reminds me of things, we'll do that. For some reason, it's taking the cheats out of the Pokemon Yellow folder, despite the fact I'm playing Pokemon Blue. I do know that Pokemon Yellow actually does require different cheats than Pokemon Blue, though. It's very weird, the way that Game Shark works, and I'm surprised I get half these things to work sometimes. So we have badges on, no idea what Mew does, no idea what half these things do. Infinite Cash is kind of obvious. That appears to be doing absolutely nothing. Float on air, I guess, kind of makes sense. Power-ness. I've always wanted to be more power-nessful. Walk through walls, buy Master Balls, Flamethrower. Oh, that's right, I was going to turn these off. So that every single Pokemon doesn't get Flamethrower and Surf. And we have some other crazy stuff down here. So there we go. That is what we have on for today. And hopefully it will cause lots of crazy stuff to happen. So let's see, we saved there. And we should be able to head back. And we can start the game. And with the codes on, and I have to jump up again. And there we go. So 95, 96, 98, and every other year ever that Pokemon games are coming out every single day now, pretty much. Alright, so we've got the blue version. You can press start, and you can continue. We are still 19 minutes in, and yeah, so that's what happens when you go behind Bill's house. It's a good thing to know. Also, I mean, we could go in here and we could completely talk to Bill, but no one likes talking to Bill. And we just kind of stand on top of his machine. Fortunately, you can't actually go inside of any of these doors. Also, I guess you can... Teleporter is displayed on the PC mode. That's pretty great. I know you're kind of stuck there, and I don't even really care. Because you know what? When you can walk through walls, you don't need your stinking ticket on the SSN. I can get on there myself for absolutely free. Although even if I couldn't, I mean, I could buy my way on there. Just like bribe my way into like a closet, even if all the rooms are full. So now we're just kind of walking along. That's right. Also, last time I did Glitch City, which is kind of interesting. You just kind of have to get really lucky, and you kind of walk to the right here, or you kind of it's somewhere around here. You just kind of get lucky, and you do a thing, and you get to garbage land, and it's pretty funny. Oh, that's right. I was going to battle Gary now. Actually, I wonder if we can kind of glitch it by showing up from behind. Ooh. Okay, where am I even? Uh-oh. Okay, don't tell me I've broken it too much. Oh no! I forgot about you. I'm second. Now it's serious. Actually, you're not really second. I kind of skipped the first guy. He was pretty lame. Alright, so we have Lass. Wants to fight. People in this game didn't even have names. They were just, kind of represented by what they looked like. I mean, wait. That did not... That's not... Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. We're gonna kill this missing though. And we have Pidgey there. That's the pretty nice looking Pidgey. Alright, 3,004 experience. Well, I guess experience doesn't even really matter because, everyone is so freaking already leveled up. And there we go. Nidoran, another great looking Pokemon there. And enemy Nidoran faded. And we have Rhydon with that much experience. And we have Lass defeated. How could I lose? You were kind of pretty easy. Alright. So let's see if we can completely break Gary here. Is he gonna, come from behind? Yeah! Yeah, I know how you always tell me to smell you later? Well, smell me right now. Okay, so you're struggling along back here. Yeah, actually, it's kind of funny. Alright, so let's see how badly we can destroy Gary. I like how we're still mooning him. Okay. Let's see. So, got good old Gary here, and he has 4 Pokemon. We have 2, one of which is absolutely pathetic. And he's sending out Pidgeotto, which I'm sure will look like Missing No. And let's see how fast we can destroy him. So if we use Takedown. Takedown seems to be the go-to attack. I don't know why. Flamethrower is probably pretty good too. I mean, takedown's pretty strong. I mean, it better be strong if it's making you get hit with recoil. So there we go. Pidgeotto, dead. Oh, no, not the recoil. But yeah, overall, there's just so many really bizarre things that you can do with Pokemon Blue. So wow, we're not even hiding the fact anymore. It's not even like any of that Pidgeotto BS. It's just like, okay, you've realized that I have missing nose now and that I've cheated, so I'm not even going to, you know, make up these fake names for my Pokemon anymore. That was a critical hit. Didn't even kill it. Wow. Good job there. Using Teleport. Rhydon uses Surf. I'm pretty sure that Rhydon cannot normally use Surf, which is kind of funny. I'm pretty sure that Charmander cannot use Surf. That'd be funny if there's some kind of glitch that allowed you to do that without cheating. Oh man, Gary sent out Rattata. He must be like an aspiring Team Rocket member. Don't worry, someday you will have a Raticate. And I'm pretty sure that his Rattata is not the top percentage of Rattatas. You know, doesn't look so great. Although I guess looks aren't everything. Don't judge a book by its cover, or a Rattata by its, like, you know, sprite. Okay, so let's see. Critical hits, not very effective. Don't worry, Gary will be dead in exactly 17 seconds. As soon as I mash the A button 100 more times. Yes, we gain experience. Sent a Squirtle. Let me guess. Missing no. These battles are ridiculous. Although I had to get until at least one battle with Gary. We had to destroy him. Okay, here we go. Squirtle fainted. I really wanted to steal Gary's lunch money. That's the true thing behind all this. Hey, take it easy, man. You whatever. Rhydon goes on a massive rampage and kills Gary. This Eradicate's not the only thing that's dead. Actually, I believe it's this Eradicate that ends up dying. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. Well, I went to Bill too, and he was kind of like, you know, doing a thing, and I didn't even care. He invented the Pokemon store system on PC. Go and thank him. Wouldn't that be funny if, you know, like, every day people showed up at, you know, Bill Gates' house to thank him for creating Microsoft? Alright, so I guess we'll save after all that, so we never have to battle Gary again. And now, let us go and see what the heck else we can do in this crazy game. Other than, you know, walk through all of the walls. We can just kind of head south here. And here we have that Pokemon, you know, kind of, the guy. Whoa! I did not mean to walk. I, for some reason, thought that you were able to go across the other side of that fence. It's a good thing we just saved. Okay, so now we have to go through all this stuff again. Fortunately, when you really botch the game like that, you cannot soft reset, which means you have to go all the way through the Game Shark menus, and then flip the switch, and then we're good to go. Okay. So yes, next stop, Vermilion City. And that shouldn't be too difficult to get to, hopefully. So we can continue. There we go. So let's not accidentally mess that up this time. Oh, I was going to say I should buy the bike, but I'm pretty sure that the bike thing is rigged. And it asks you for this ridiculous amount of money, but I believe it's like 1 over the max that you can actually get. So I'm just going to like jump over this table here. Welcome to the bike shop. He brought a bike just for you. Yeah. You see, I'm pretty sure that the max is like 999,999, but the bike costs 1 million. So, I mean, it's not even like it checks to see if you have enough money. It's just, like, it's just trolling you to make you think that someday you might be rich enough. But, I mean, that's ridiculous. How much freaking, like, how good are these bikes, like, to be worth 1 million Poke Dollars? I believe in the Japanese Pokemon games, it's actually just yen. But, you know, that wouldn't have made any sense for North America, so they changed it to Poke Dollars. So, I mean, you can loosely say that 100 Poke Dollars is equal to kind of $1. That's kind of how yen translates to North American money. I say North American money. US dollars, Canadian dollars, they're almost the same sometimes these days. But it's not always that way. Anyway, where the heck am I here? This is the gym. So pretty much, there are those, you know, the jerk guard guys here who won't let you buy unless you give them water. Imagine that in real life. No, you can't go through this toll gate. I mean, I don't want money, I want a freaking bottle of water. That is ridiculous. Yeah, we're kind of cheating through Saffron City here. I'm going all the way down to Vermilion. We could have used, you know, the scary underground passageway, but who knows who's in there. So it's probably best that we didn't. Also, let's not get into any random battles. Wow, these guys are looking pretty good. That is what happens when you do not do things the proper way. Ah, shoot. I looked over at my computer screen for 1 minute, and I completely did not notice him in the grass. I've never seen you around, and I still haven't seen you around. What the heck happened to you? Are you good? Wow, so pretty much just because you haven't seen someone before, that means that there might be a problem with them. Man, Pokemon is teaching us a lot of valuable lessons today. It's good to know. Sends out Butterfree. It looks like missing no. Wow. Wait, can we catch you? I really want to catch you. I shouldn't do this, but I'm so tempted to do this. I'm gonna really regret doing this, but here we go. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so let's kind of walk through you, walk on top of you, I guess. And there we go, we are in Vermilion City. Now that we're here, we might as well grab the bike voucher, just in case we ever go back to Cerulean City and we want to get the bike. I think that's the guy who gives you the old rod. Actually, no, just for fun, we'll grab the old rod too. Get all the free items! Sure, why not? Take this and fish. So yeah, we got the old rod, which only allows you to find Magikarp, so it's pretty silly. Okay, so there we go. And if we go into this out here, I think this is like the massive Pokemon fan club thing. All Pokemon fans, welcome! You can go inside of here. And yeah, I think when you talk to this guy, he gives you the bike voucher. Pokemon fan club, I've collected over 100 Pokemon. Very fussy when it comes to Pokemon. So, you come here to hear about my Pokemon, yes. Okay, God. No, I don't want to hear about. Okay, Rapidash, cute, lovely, smart, and yeah. You think so? Oh yes, it's stunning. I like how Ash like sleeps for like a few seconds, and then he falls asleep again. He wakes up, and then he falls asleep again, in between each kind of important word. Also, what is that supposed to be on the wall? I mean, I think it's supposed to be a face, right, with like an eye and a mouth. It's kind of like Charmander, but kind of not. Hug it wins, sleeping warm. I don't want to know about what you do when you're like. Never mind. Never mind. Oops. Look at the time. Yeah, you kind of told me your whole like private life there. Bike voucher. Thank goodness. We deserve that after going through that. So yeah, it's pretty much if we my Flareon will fly me anywhere. Wait, no, my Fearow. Why did I say Flareon? That'd be very funny. Actually, we could probably teach a Flareon fly if I really wanted to, just to make that happen. Anyway, now that we have gone through enough of that crazy stuff, we are going on the SSN to see just how much we can break the stuff. I'm saving right now, just in case I break everything, which I will, of course. It's inevitable. Alrighty, let's walk along the craziest dock ever. Walk over you. Now, let's just kind of cheat past all this. There we go. So here is the SSN, and this is kind of like the spot where everyone always, goes on about the truck, and if you push it, there's Mew underneath it. Fortunately, I don't have strength, so I mean, I can't really do anything like that. But I guess we might as well have, a quick look around, just because there's a lot of people who probably haven't seen this area before. So, we can kind of just do that. There we go, just kind of do the whole 360 around the SSN there. Funny thing is, though, you can actually surf in this water, I believe. So, I mean, I guess it's kind of good that Charmander does know surf. Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I did not hold right, it just kind of did that itself. Man, walking through walls has its downsides, I guess. Time to reset. Again. Again. Okay, back to here. I don't think there's... Whoa, whoa. Uh-oh, there we go. I don't know why I didn't go into it the first time. So what do we want to do on the SSN? What kind of fun, crazy stuff can we do on here? Can we kind of like go through walls or anything and, get to places that we're not supposed to go to? Or we could do that. I'm going to be resetting so much this time, aren't I? Alright, here we go with try number 3. And I'm actually going to save just because I know I'm going to end up breaking something. In like 15 seconds, I'm going to have to go through, that extra 15 seconds of walking in. So what should we do? What's fun? When you are inside a room like this, can you do anything? You can Whoa! I forgot that darn it. I forgot that people in these rooms wanted the battle. Okay. We got Angry Gentleman guy. And I'm probably going to be able to destroy him in about 15 seconds, so... Let's do this thing! Alright, there we go. And yeah, it didn't break when I walked here. Wow, okay, so you can kind of go between the rooms. That's actually really... Well, I mean, you can kind of go between the rooms until you accidentally hit the last room, and then you break absolutely everything. Okay, so, does that mean that that was the last room on the end here? Yes, it was. So if we go in this room, Wait, this isn't even that same girl that was in the end room on the last one. I travel alone on my journeys. My Pokemon are my only friends. Oh, that's so sad. Need to make more friends. Okay. So, is this the same gentleman again? No, it's not. I didn't even mean to get into a battle with him. When you use the walk through walls cheat, it forces you to continue walking after you enter a door until you hit the first solid object. So I accidentally went into his sight. So, here we have some speeding up again. Darn you, Rhydon. Darn you. Alright, another gentleman destroyed. My friends! Wow! Did you see that piece of text for when I beat the battle? Like, wow! When you look at it that way, I just beat his friends into the ground. Pokemon is definitely very kind of, you know, like, evil when you look at it. I mean, you remember the whole PETA thing, but I mean, I'm not going to go that far and be like, no one should play Pokemon because of that, but I mean, it is something to think about, kind of. Especially with, like, yeah, just kind of beat your friends down, and the game broke again. Ugh. Alright, I don't even know what to do this time. It seems like these rooms are nothing but trouble, so let's go do something else. Yeah, man, there's lots of these rooms. There's stairs. And this goes where? This goes to the kitchen, which is pretty good. It's gonna kind of dance along all of the tables. It's pretty great. Okay, and actually, no, this might even be a stove. This, you know, Ash standing on the stove, doesn't care what anyone tells him about it being hot. And I know there's garbage cans here. I think one of them has a great ball. Yeah! Okay, there we go. I remember my Pokemans pretty well. And there's just lots of chefs. No one really cares. Okay, so let's just go up here. Can we go through here? Yeah, we can. Going the long way around is for squares. Let's just go right through. Actually, am I about to hit a dead end? Maybe? Maybe. Nope, it does loop around. Okay, so we can go even down lower. So this is kind of like the basement here. Don't really care too much about going into people's rooms. It just seems to lead to, you know, disaster. Should I be doing this? How far can I go before it breaks? How many steps do you think I can take before the game freezes? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. 3! Well, clearly going downstairs sucked, so let's go upstairs. That's where the real party is probably being held. So here, apparently, the stairs look very weird. I mean, why are the stairs, like, facing the wall? You kind of have to, like, climb over the first step in order to be able to get up the stairs. They should have been facing the other way. I don't know, I'm looking too much into these crazy ancient video games. So there's another upstairs. Maybe we have more rooms with people to battle and items, but we're not too concerned about that because, heck, even if the SSN leaves, we'll just be able to cheat and bring it back again anyway. Oh, darn. We're at the end already? I thought Gary was on, like, the top floor. Bonjour, Ash. Apparently, this is, like, the French ship or something. I have no idea. Where does that come from? Imagine seeing you here. Were you really invited? So how's your Pokedex? Actually, I wasn't invited. That's kind of funny. I've already caught 40 kinds. I've seen about 40 kinds of missing no. If that counts. Alright, so we have to battle Gary again. I don't want to battle him again. Whoa, Gary is getting pretty massive there. Okay, he wants to fight. Actually, can we walk around Gary if we reset? Okay, I'm not fighting these guys again. Reset, darn you. Start B, A, select. Yes! Okay, so let's see if we can walk through this wall. And he's kind of cheat past Gary there. I hope I'm not walking into the abyss. Yeah, there we go. There's the stairs that Gary was stopping us from going up. And here is the captain, and he is pretty crazy. Captain, I feel hideous. Seasick. It's probably not a good idea to become a captain if you get seasick. Ash rubs the captains. I'm not looking for the rest of the sentence. Okay. Woo, thank you. I feel much better. You want to see me see my cut technique? I could if I wasn't ill. I know you can have this. I don't want it. I really don't want it. Okay. So we got HM1. We're not even going to need HM1. Because obviously we can walk through anything that we would normally need to cut. Did you have like a massive beard there? Is that like a glitch? I don't even know. I never noticed that. Now that I'm not sick anymore, Ash rubbed him so much that he's not sick anymore. Yuck! I shouldn't have looked. I'm not even gonna comment. I'm not even gonna comment. Not even going to comment on that one. I'm just staying as far as I possibly can away from that. Okay, so we're kind of walking through the abyss again. Oh man, this video is going to be rated like 5 billion plus. Let's kind of walk through you. You can kind of head outside. Darn it! I didn't think you wanted the battle. I thought you just wanted to talk. Are you seasick? Actually, I'm not even going to go there again. Not even going to go there. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to be associated with anyone. I don't want to rub anyone. I just want to freaking get off this boat. Please. I want to run. Ugh. There we go, another battle down. I was just careless. Yes, you were. Alright, so now no more battles. Okay, man, everyone here wants to battle. I want to know something. Can you fish off of the end of the ship? That'd be really funny if you could. Yes, you can! I am standing on the front of a boat and fishing. That is awesome. I'm actually surprised. It's really funny that that water acts like normal water. You figure it would have been like some kind of weird other water. Maybe that's just me, who always kind of thought that. Yeah, right on. I should completely catch you, because all you would need to do is gain like 1 level and you would turn into a Gyarados. So let's do that. Let's catch you. There we go. We add another Pokemon list. As long as you don't turn into like a missing no or something like that. Darn it! Yeah, I guess just like Bellsprout turned into Rhydon, right? Hope that this doesn't turn into Rhydon. I want to give a nickname to missing no. No. Darn, does that mean it's exactly the same? Actually, what does our Pokedex say anyway? We own 2, but what 2 do we own even? Hey, we own Rhydon. So darn, does that mean this one turned into a Rhydon too? Wow, this one actually stayed as a missing no. That is awesome. I'm definitely saving this. But first I'm getting off of the wall. Okay, so we're going to save. That's very cool. Very, very cool. Alright, so let's see. Now the question is, can we jump off the front of the boat and surf? Here we go. Again, I didn't control that. Oh man. Alright, and with that, I think I've done just about everything I wanted to do on the SS Anne, and I'm curious if I should go back here. I definitely... Okay, so there you go. You can see that the boat isn't actually a boat, it's just kind of half the boat. It kind of took half of the Titanic out of the water, and it's like, okay, you know, that's enough. We only need half of it. You can leave the other half down there. And yeah, that's what the SS Anne is, apparently. Okay, so now, I think that we've, you know, done enough in this crazy place. I don't want to be on this boat anymore. Starting to get kind of creeped out. So I think we're going to leave, and I think that's where I'm going to end this video off. So, just kind of head out here. And the SS Anne leaves, but if I leave this area and then go back in, will the SS Anne be there again? I'm kind of curious. I like how the water behind the SS Anne moves at a different speed than the rest of the water. Oh man, okay. And that takes about all day. I never understood why Ash got off the SS Anne before it left. Okay, so anyway, never supposed to be able to go back in there again, but because, you know, reasons. There's the SS Anne, right where I left it. So, okay, perfect. So if we ever feel the need to go on there again, we can. But, like I said, with that, I think that's just about where we're going to end it off. Oh man, the mart! I never went in and saw what happens when you buy any of the other items. Yeah, but this video's been going on for a little while, so I think I'm going to end it off here. I'm going to save here, and I promise that I will make more Pokemon cheat videos, and I promise that there will not be months and months and months in between them. I really like that, you know, people enjoy these videos. I'm happy, you know, whenever people enjoy my content and the videos that people enjoy, I get more comments, and I love replying to comments, so I'm happy that people enjoy my Pokemon Blue cheat videos, and yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this one, and I definitely plan to make more, and I definitely plan for them to not be so far apart, so I hope that everyone looks forward to that, but we might as well save again just for fun, and yeah, that is it for today's video. Hope that it didn't get too out of hand there, but just, I couldn't help it because there were things said that had to be said. Okay, I should end this off now, so thanks for watching, I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time for something different, so thanks, and see you later.